Dolores Claiborne has been arrested for murder. I think that's what's happening in this movie, and her daughter, who's a reporter, comes into town to investigate. I don't know if she's guilty or not. This is based on the novel by Stephen King. So in conclusion, I don't know what to expect from this movie at all. But I'm excited to find out. So let's dive in and experience Dolores Claiborne for the very first time. I love this scenery here. This seems like a place I would really love to visit and just spend a few weeks every year, like just to relax. Then again, maybe after this movie, I won't want to relax in this town. Who's to say? I don't know what to expect. Oh my gosh. Ow. It looks like she did it to me, but maybe that's not exactly what happened. Maybe we're not seeing the full picture. Whoa.
Oh my God.
Whoa.
What have you done?
What was she really gonna finish the job by smash? I mean, it seems like the job's finished anyway. No wonder she goes to jail.
You killed her.
It seems like an open and shut case, doesn't it? I still would like to know what happened in the minutes before that. Like, give me a clearer picture. Although that would probably defeat the purpose of the movie.
I haven't assigned you that story.
You will.
Slow down.
Come on, Peter. There's a book here.
You're not the only writer here, okay? I've got a dozen people out there to keep happy.
Socialite dad, housekeeper held for questioning. Mrs. Dolores St. George of Little
Where's the
Tall
cover
Island,
sheet?
Maine.
Huh. Is it weird or wrong that I'm still holding out hope that maybe somehow she's innocent? It really seemed like she was guilty. I can't imagine really what it's like to all of a sudden your mom is accused of murder. I really like this town. Also, I just love the realistic, dirty winter windows.
We've met before, Miss St. George.
Have we?
You were about 13. I was the investigator when your father died.
Wow.
Is she under arrest?
Technically, no. See, Detective Mackey came out last night, and we're just getting started. There's someone to see you here.
I told you I don't want no lawyer.
She doesn't recognize her?
It's your daughter.
What? How long has it been? Even more respect for her for going. She clearly didn't have to go.
Is it really you?
Has it been like since Dad's death?
Kill anyone else today?
Not just yet.
Wow.
I changed my mind and know exactly where I'm going to start.
Call your mama.
I kind of loved her response to that kid.
One last thing, Mrs. St. George.
Name is Claiborne. I changed it back after Joe died. You know it.
Oh, I'm very sorry.
All right.
Miss
Sure, there's a very good reason for why you'd go out of your way to antagonize them like that.
Sometimes being a is all a woman has to hold on to. I didn't kill her.
He's got an eyewitness. Puts you standing over a dead body with a rolling pin.
Yeah, that was suspicious. Wow. Have you not... Obviously, clearly she hasn't been home in a while. I mean, obviously some of this is recent.
Cheese and crackers.
But, like, it's in pretty bad state without the vandalism. Oh, it's a flashback. I thought people were coming to, like, to hang her.
Selena, I said, get in the house, right now.
I am in the house.
Oh, wow, she said it out loud. So I don't know how faithful of an adaptation this is, but I could almost like see the words on the page as she's taking in her childhood home in this state. It's very literary, the way this is filmed. I love it. I love it.
It's dead.
3 years at least.
Well, I'd know that if I called more often, right?
You call Vera's last Christmas.
The lines go both ways, Mother.
Boom. It's always true. Yeah, we always want to blame the other people for not calling us. Interesting.
His phone's in town. We gotta go shopping anyway.
I'll go. Alone.
Yeah, good call. I mean, obviously Dolores doesn't give a crap what anyone thinks about her, which is possibly good, but... Oh. Should you really be going through all your daughter's personal belongings? I mean, I'm not sure you even have a right to have an opinion on whatever medication she may or may not be taking. Clearly taking.
5, you want to play hide and seek? Ready? 9, 15, 20.
Wow, great transition and great juxtaposition between the relationship now and their relationship then.
Where is she? Is she lost?
What was that I heard?
I love that she's basically a viewer as she remembers. That's such a cool way to show that. You can really see like the sadness and the longing in her eyes, and by extension, her heart.
Why don't you go on up and get yourself fresh? Go on. It won't bite you.
I don't know, man. Going up there might mean confronting really difficult memories. Not a fan of the drinking.
I got a scrapbook. Saved all your articles. Drugstore in Jonesport puts them aside for me. Even Miss Vera Kiss My Back Cheeks Donovan couldn't help but be impressed. Maybe you ought to slow down.
Believe me, I know my limit.
Don't that sound familiar?
Is that why you killed him?
Did she?
Let's face it, Mother. We barely know each other. We haven't spoken in years, and that's as much your doing as it is mine. I'm sorry, Ma, but that's where we are. As for Dad, the few memories I have of him, I'd like to keep.
The transitions in this film are remarkable.
There's that St. George smile. Don't you look just like my mother?
That's enough fooling around, Joe. Tell her she's got homework to do. Ain't that the point in AA? Helping out your buddies?
Helping out.
Holy crap. I don't really need to see that.
Hope you haven't been walking around like that all day long.
Holy crap, what the heck?
You make me do it.
So if she did kill her husband, I don't really see the problem. I mean, what the heck?
Mom, the cabbage.
Move it off the heap for me, will you?
Run her mouth off till she took it out.
The AA didn't stick.
You ought to take a look at this, Dave. You might want to see what a supposed to look like.
Wow. I think she only has to look at you to get that picture, buddy.
I come right to your defense. She may be ugly now, but you should have seen her when I was drinking.
Screw you.
Yeah, my mother warned me. You let yourself go.
I ain't tired anymore.
Oh, whoa.
Sit back down, Joe. You don't want this in your head. Go on. All I ask is that you do it quick.
This is completely riveting.
This is the last time you will ever hit me. You do it again, one of us is going to the boneyard.
Whoa.
That was one lesson he got the first time.
What do you want me to say? Thanks for sharing.
This is a case where the truth hurts. She clearly didn't have that image or that understanding of what her dad was like. She only had the happy memories.
You're still my Selena. You're still my good girl. I can't help but be worried for you.
My God, your hands.
It's what 22 years of Vera Donovan will do to you.
22 years. It's a very long time.
I do not pretend to be an easy woman to work for.
Clearly.
Tubs had to be scrubbed out every day with vinegar and baking soda.
Every day?
Her husband, Jack, he only came up once all summer, most of which he spent ignoring her anyway.
I must have done something right. It's come Labor Day.
I need someone to touch up the house once a week.
I could do that for you. That winter, Jack Donovan passed on. He died in a car crash in Maryland. The gory if she didn't show up in high spirits.
Dolores!
Yeah, her life probably didn't change that much.
She was moving up permanent.
Hand me that toilet.
Wow.
Because she offered me full time, and I took it. I took it. I knew what kind of hell it would be.
At least you knew.
Nobody made you stay there.
I needed the money.
Not in the beginning, not $40 a week.
Not for me. For you.
So it's my fault.
I don't think that was a blame thing. It's just real.
We spoke to Sheila Jolander last night. She told us she'd heard you on more than one occasion threaten to kill Vera Donovan.
Oh, anyone who worked for her would, I think.
If she'd been there every day instead of once a week, she'd have had plenty more than that.
Okay.
You make a note on that. As long as you write down that saying a thing and doing it are two separate things.
The history there is so Engaging. Wow.
That is the last guy in the world you want to make an enemy out of.
I ain't making one. I'm keeping one.
Oh, what is that supposed to mean?
You gonna tell me you don't remember him?
You told me that at the time of your father's death, you were working as a maid in the hotel at Jonesport. She said your mom was pretty strict about not letting you spend the night there. So why did she let you stay on that particular weekend?
Definitely suspicious. He's angling for a premeditated murder charge.
He's just doing his job.
Trying to turn an accident into a murder and making a young girl who just lost her father cry her eyes out every night. If that's just doing his job, then you better put him down for overtime.
Wow.
We both want me to do this story, Peter. I'm telling you, I'm out of here Monday at the latest.
I gave the piece to Maureen.
I need this story, Peter.
Selena, there are other stories.
It's over.
Selena, it doesn't have to be...
Oh, no.
In 30 years, I've handled 86 homicides. I've closed 85 of them. I underestimated your mother.
The only one that got away.
You sent that fax to my office.
For God shall bring every work into judgment with every secret thing.
So you're taking it upon yourself to play the role of God, sir?
You must have boyfriends. Beautiful girl like you, smart and out in the world.
Of course, Mom wants to know about her love life.
Friggin' yahoos.
Come on! Come on, you little chickens! This time, Dolores! I know who you are!
And that is the worst part for her.
What are you doing?
Just give me 10 minutes.
Again, the transitions in this movie are next to none. Because we know the phone doesn't work in the current time.
Hello? Selena, saw your father last night. Did you help your mom cure your dad? Oh, the well, he's not dead yet.
The people in this town are cruel.
Honey, it's gonna be all right.
It won't.
By the way, I don't know who this actor
Selena, my God!
is playing young Selena, but they're the same person. It's still so good.
You had a bad patch and now you're feeling it all over again.
Bad patch. Right.
You snapped out of it just fine.
Oh, wow. I mean, wow.
What did you do to him, Mommy?
Nothing, baby. I promise.
Although she probably shouldn't be driving right now as it is. Are the letters facing outward? Yeah, she's going to fix it because that's what she does.
Yeah, he got a search warrant, so had to go through it for evidence. Yeah, you can pack up and take anything that's not bagged or tagged.
I mean, despite their strained or non-existent relationship, it's clear that she truly loves her daughter.
Got something in Vera's room.
This room's off limits.
She does not care.
What's this, then?
It's my scrapbook. Selena's articles. Couldn't you even clean up after her? What kind of people are you?
You put that back where it was.
You gonna tell me this is evidence?
I just don't think she did it. I think it was maybe an accident, but I mean, the fact that she cares about the dignity of Miss Vera, that's what did it for me. She did not kill her intentionally.
I'd say $1,600,000 is quite a motive.
What?
She doesn't know. She has no idea.
She left you everything.
Look,
Wow.
John.
Every last cent.
She'd never do that.
She keep it a secret from you too, Selena? Or maybe you knew about it. It's only 8 years old.
You had no idea she left you the money?
I swear it.
You can afford a lawyer now.
She doesn't get the money unless she's found
Car
innocent.
trouble?
We're quite fine, thank you.
That guy is so smug. Oh my gosh. He's not interested in the truth. He's only interested in making sure she is found guilty.
What happened in that house?
How long this time?
Since you last made sense? About 2 days, I guess.
You're poisoning me, aren't you, Dolores?
I think
Slow, but sure.
she's got an interesting sense of humor.
I want my china pig.
Get off your royal duck and go over there and get it. We both know you can do it.
What I need
is someone who do as they're told.
Oh, maybe she doesn't have a good sense of humor. Ooh.
If this is what's going to pass as living,
Oh, it's hard to watch.
I'll devil say what I want.
You'll feel better.
No, I won't.
Incredible performance. Incredible performance.
I'll never feel better again.
That was bothering me. Thank you. And this is what happened. This is the moment. Maybe maybe Vera asked her to kill her. Maybe it was maybe her intent was
Where
mercy.
do you think you're going?
She's trying to kill herself.
Vera! What in God?
And she was trying to save her. Wow. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Well, context is everything, isn't it?
I'm gonna go call the doctor.
I want to be done. Help me die. Don't let me die in some hospital.
But she wasn't going to go through with it. She didn't. She couldn't do it. Maybe she would have. I don't know. Either way, she is not guilty of murder.
You think I killed her?
I think doesn't mean.
You might be the one person whose thought actually matters to her.
In case you missed it, I'm trying to help you.
I think I give a fiddler's what anybody else says about me. It's you. What you think.
Right.
It's the only thing left that's important.
Vera's abusive. She's mean. Why not leave? Someone hurts me, I leave.
I'm not the one that hurt you.
You blaming him? Maybe he hit you. I don't remember it.
You honest to God don't remember, do you?
Did he beat her too?
We'll have another drink.
I've had my fun.
Sit down right this minute.
Even if she has some repressed memories, I'm not sure this is the right way to recover them.
We're gonna have us a drink. And when we're through...
On the other hand, I really want to see this, so... This is going to be the hardest thing she's ever heard in her life.
I'll be excused.
Not till you tell me how an honor roll student who skips the whole 7th grade can go from straight A's to C's and D's and...
May I please be excused?
It's drugs, ain't it? I want to know where you're getting it from and how long it's been going on.
Don't do drugs, Mother.
Are you pregnant?
Get real.
What is it, Selena?
Leave me alone.
No, I'm not going to leave you alone.
Oh,
you and I are
gosh.
going to...
Don't touch me!
What?
Is her dad...
Where did you get this? What are you doing? This is your Grandma St. George's cameo. Oh, my God.
Did he take everything?
This account's been closed out by your husband. And
How can that be?
Oh my gosh.
How'd he get the money without the passbook?
Mrs. St. George, if I could ask you to keep your voice down.
No, she has every right to raise her voice a little bit.
If it'd been the other way around, if I'd been the one passing off a fairy story how I'd lost a passbook and asked for a new one, you would have called Joe.
She's probably right. Maybe this is the moment that explains why she was so faithful.
Are we quite finished?
Maybe not.
Mrs. Donovan, Joe stole my money. $3,000. I went to get it out and it's gone. And I was going to take Selena away with me tonight before he gets back.
And why exactly are we running away?
It's your father, ain't it? He's been at you, hasn't he?
What are you talking about?
What's he done to you?
Nothing.
He's been touching you, hasn't he?
No!
You crazy old liar!
Great transition again. I just, this whole movie, wow.
I remember you hitting him! That I remember! You gotta believe me! No, I don't. Selena!
Don't try and stop me. I'm going to the hotel. Mrs. Devereaux needs extra help for the eclipse. I don't want to be here when you talk to Dad about your crazy ideas!
You come back here right now!
Just leave me alone!
Selena!
Oh, no. Oh, what is happening? What did she just stumble upon?
I packed your things.
It's Detective Mackey's report. Here.
I don't want it.
I'll take the report. I'm gonna fax it to a lawyer.
I mean, I love that as upset and confused as she is, she's still trying to help her mom.
I'm sorry, Mother.
Please pull over. Oh, whoa, whoa, what is this?
You're sleeping now, Selena. But I know when you get up, you're gonna leave. I'm telling you now, but I'm gonna tell them. I just thought you ought to hear it firsthand, is all.
The way she's been acting around him, I should have known it sooner.
Husbands die every day, Dolores.
Wow.
I should know, shouldn't I? Sometimes they're driving home from their mistress's apartment.
Wow.
And their brakes suddenly fail.
She just confessed to murder. Well, now I'm wondering if she did kill her husband. Not that I would have any sympathy for him.
I'm sending you home, Dolores. I want you to go and share this remarkable experience with your husband. He will be back, won't he?
Wow.
I've got you 2 eclipse viewers and 2 reflector boxes. I thought you and Joe might like them.
Very kind of you, Vera.
I can't.
Sometimes being a is all a woman has to hang on to.
I figured she learned that from somewhere.
Looks like you bought out the whole store. What's all this?
It's a present. Celebrate the eclipse.
Oh, wow.
Let's just try and enjoy the day.
That won't be hard.
It might be harder than you think. I'm still not sure if she murdered you or not. Clearly, there's some potential intent there. But if you get drunk enough, it might be a real accident. He's so drunk.
This is what all you and all the rest of them fools been waiting for?
I got another surprise for you, Joe.
Oh, yeah? But somebody invented a pill cure ugly?
What a... Down to the very end.
You already spent 500 of it. I spent the day with the people at the bank.
What are you going to do?
I got all that money given right back to me in cash. All but the 500 you pissed away.
Wow. He definitely, or she definitely baited him. Kathy Bates. Oh. Well, this is not going the way I expected.
Tell me where that money is.
Oh, I wonder if they're gonna think you're such a stunt when they find out the only you can get your hands on belongs to your 13-year-old daughter.
She's a liar. She's a little liar. And a tease.
Oh.
How could you do it, Joe? The only thing you're gonna get is a long stretch in Shawshank prison for child molesting.
I like the Shawshank reference. She knew what she was running for. Wow.
Dee, come on!
She's not helping you. This is barely murder.
Oh, you just better hope I don't get out of here.
She's counting on it, dude.
Other than Detective Mackey showing up and making trouble, it was easier than I thought. All I ever cared about is that you're safe and sound. Now it's time to pay the piper.
Just, what a story. Oh my gosh. I mean, I'm curious, even if she had come clean like right away with that story, how it would have played out in the legal system.
Okay, 1 coffee, 1 hot cocoa. That'll be 60 cents.
I'm afraid it ain't worth half that. You know, I'm not going to give it to just anybody. It's very special for you, okay, sweetheart? Nobody's going to see us, sweetheart.
Excuse me.
Remember how I showed you? Nobody's going to see us. You remember? Huh?
Selena. I think you should go back.
Come on, that's it. Oh, that's it.
Okay, we don't need it.
She begged me to finish what she started. By the time I got back from the kitchen, she was dead.
Several witnesses who say they were present when you threatened the life of Vera Donovan. Is it true you made those threats?
Of course it's true. She told you herself on Saturday.
Yes.
My mother did not kill Vera Donovan.
Oh, that's funny.
These 2 women loved each other.
Deeply bonded.
Why don't you tell us about this great mutual affection?
When was your last visit?
15 years ago.
He's not approaching anything with an open, he's not looking for knowledge. He's like, this is what happened and I'm going to prove it. Versus I'm going to discover what happened.
My mother spent the last 10 years caring for Vera 24 hours a day, 365 days a year.
$1,600,000.
My mother never knew about the will.
The will is 8 years old.
For 8 years, she's a heartbeat away from being the richest woman on the island. She waits through 8 years of bedpans and sponge baths.
That's a really good point in my mind.
But that's your theory, isn't it? She waited 8 years to throw her down the front stairs.
Yes.
Sammy Marchand brought the mail every day at noon. Why not wait till midnight?
She panicked.
Why don't you tell him why we're really here? My father drank a bottle of scotch and fell down a well. Detective Mackey didn't think it was an accident, which is why we're here today. We both spent the past 18 years prosecuting this woman. It was wrong, and I won't do it anymore. She didn't kill Vera Donovan. You've been out here all weekend looking for a smoking gun. There isn't one. Would we be here right now if this was anyone other than Dolores Claiborne?
Whoa.
Mother, come on, let's go.
Do I still have to worry about you?
I don't know how to feel about what you did, but I know you did it for me.
Right?
I don't want to lose you again.
You're not gonna lose me.
I'm trying to process everything. Dolores Claiborne did not kill Vera, but she is guilty of murder. She murdered a horrific, vile stain on humanity. Had that gone into the court system, I'm sure that she would have been found guilty. And again, this is perhaps a little bit too optimistic. I like to think they would have taken every aspect of what happened into consideration when determining her sentencing. She was a mama bear protecting her cub from the worst of humanity, and there is nothing that makes me angrier or more upset than that type of child abuse. It's hard to watch that one scene in particular. It's very difficult to watch. Earlier on my channel, I had a kind of thing where I would kind of compare most hated characters, and all led up to Percy on the Green Mile. But like what Joe did, Joe St. George, no wonder Dolores took back her maiden name after he died. But what Joe did automatically elevates him to most hated character. I mean, any character who does that type of automatically. This film was brilliant. I love the way it was constructed. I love the way they told the story. I love the incredible transitions. I probably mentioned it 50 times during the reaction. Every single time I was just like, wow, that was really cool. The color differentiation in the transitions really made it pop, made it stand out, and made it obvious, but not in a way that felt unnatural. I thought it was just incredibly well constructed. The story was moving. The story was wonderful. And I'm very satisfied with how it ended. Yeah, this, I think goes into my favorite movies that I've watched and reacted to on the channel. You can find more of them if you click right here. If you enjoyed this, please hit the like button and subscribe. And a big thank you to my patrons. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.